Were you aware that you've been in a toxic, polyamorous relationship with a narcissist? And that you've been there with millions of others who've been gaslit into believing that they're valuable. And they've all been given the pet name consumer. If you'll stay with me, I'll explain how and why this happened and what you can do about it. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm Graniel, and I've been a mental wellness mentor for over 30 years, helping people train their brain and understand how to have it work for instead of against them, especially in situations of addiction like this. I'm excited to be able to share this with you. I'm super passionate about this topic, so today I'm actually using a little bit of notes. Why? Because I can go off on a tangent, and I want to be concise and give you as much information as possible for actionable things to do in a very short amount of time. Okay. Well, think of it this way. What would you do if you had a friend that you knew was in a narcissistic, toxic relationship, and that person was lying to them, constantly telling them they're not good enough, and this person was stealing from them, making them spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on things they didn't need, all in the guise of making them happy, and cheating on them with millions and millions of other people treating them the exact same way? Well, one step more, bigger question. What if that person was you? And what if you're also one of the millions in that relationship? How would you handle it? What would you say? All right, well, let's dig in, shall we? First of all, you've been gaslit. You've been led to believe that shopping makes you feel good and that retail therapy is good for your mental health. Whereas the truth is exactly the opposite. Retail therapy disconnects you from who you are. It gets you away from what you're feeling and gives you that dopamine hit that you get with those feel-good, like bag the purchase, yay me kind of thing. Does that sound familiar? Okay, so again, the truth is that corporations don't benefit from you being grounded. They don't benefit from you having stable mental health. They don't benefit from you feeling secure with yourself. They benefit from exactly all the opposite of those things. They want you needy, they want you insecure, and they want you counting on them for what's next. Okay, we've also been gaslight into believing that the more you have, the more successful you are. That old saying, keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. That the more you buy, the more you have, the more content you'll feel. You'll never feel empty. But the truth is, exactly the opposite is true. The more we consume, the emptier we feel, because we don't have that base level of happiness to ever settle into. Okay, I hope you're still with me. Moving on to the neuroscience fact behind this, I mentioned dopamine, and it is a feel-good chemical that gets released when we're anticipating things, and then we receive those things. Now, what happens is we can become addicted to that dopamine hit, and we will start to crave it. And once we're addicted to it, all logic goes out the door in an effort to just get one more hit. Can we just feel good again one more time until the next time? And in the meantime, your credit cards are maxing out. Corporations are banking on the fact that you'll do that. And you are far from happy. You are far from content. You are so far from self-love. The over-consuming is actually self-loathing. And I know these are really hard words that I'm using. And the reason why I am is because I want you to close your eyes, and I hope and dream and imagine that you'll hear if any of this is resonating with you, and that you'll continue to join me on the what's next path. So when you're hearing that voice, spending makes you happy, having new things makes you happy, buying things make you happy, shopping makes you happy. You want to counter that voice. You're going to step in and you're going to say, I heard that. That's not me. That no longer makes me happy. I want to reclaim my finances. I want to reclaim my space. I want to reclaim my happiness by doing things that can bring me happiness without having to spend money. Okay, so here's your three. Number one, Step away from big box shopping. Those big box retailers care nothing about you. They don't even know your name except for that it's attached to a credit card. Okay, so step away from big box retailers, Target, Walmart, all those kinds of places for a while so that you can start to be on the outside of the relationship now looking in. Then the next thing that you can do is to, of course, minimize your shopping. Stop and ask before you press the buy now button, do I want this or do I need this? And there's a big difference between the two. Walk away from that. Give yourself the chance to breathe, to think, to actually literally go for a walk, to call a friend, to watch something funny, to do anything that is feel good to you outside of consuming. And I know this is I'm making this sound like this is all you need to do. These are big steps. These are big steps, and they're worth taking. You're going to step away from the addiction, and you're going to reclaim your mental health, and your financial health, your emotional health, and actually even your physical health. Okay, step away from the big boxes. Step away from immediate impulse buying. And then the third one is, no online shopping. I'm saying here, no online shopping. Now, I know that you like the convenience, and I want to remind you that say the convenience that you're getting from Amazon, which millions and millions of people do. Keep in mind that you're funding projects like Melanie's documentary. Yes, I said her name wrong, so I wouldn't get flagged. To the tune of Amazon investing $75 million, and some of that was yours. Okay, so think about where your money's going as well. Okay, now here's the good news. If you gotta shop, and going forward actually, stay human, think globally, act locally, and shop brick and mortar. Stay in your community, stay where the humans are, stay where people know your name when you walk in the door. Go where people smile when you walk in the door because they're happy you're there. Sure, they're happy you're there because you're going to buy something and you can feel the joy that they feel, right? That's not going to happen with your online shopping, and it's not going to happen with your mindless impulse buying in your big box stores. So do that. Go to the local florist, go to the local bookstore, go to the local brick and mortar for anything that you need and create those human connections. Now, if you don't like people, I love people, but I do have loved ones that aren't really people. And so in that case, still do the brick and mortar. You don't have to go in and make friends and be all chatty and this and that, but you're going to keep the money local and in the community. And if you really can't do that, then, give something like Etsy a try or the little local online places. Okay, but watch out for am I impulse buying? Why am I buying? Can I wait 24 hours and think about this? Okay, I hope all of that makes sense. So stop losing yourself to consumerism. Break off that unhealthy, toxic relationship with capitalism, big box retailers. You don't need all of that stuff. The landfills are full of the mindless packaging when you get all those things in the mail. They're full of things that we throw away, things that fall apart easily because we've purchased them from places that don't make quality stuff. And these clothes are ending up in landfills. And here goes the tangent. Let me get back to my point. So I did it, and I can show you how. My name's Elle Graniel. Make some time to spend with me. And if you're interested, I'm going to do a 28-day kind of like a cleanse, if you will, a retail cleanse. I'm excited about it. I know it works. And if you'd like to have more money in your pocket, breathe a little easier at night, start to relieve your finances, and to remember the most important thing, you're already good enough. Start hanging out and being with those people who know it. Starting with me, starting with yourself, starting with, I'm sure you've got a couple good friends in your back pocket as well. So until I see you again, stay happy, healthy, and harmonious. And remember, I'm looking forward to being on this journey with you.